Hey Sagittarius, I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be an energy check-in for you, Saggy, just to see what's going on in your space, any messages of guidance from Spirit. It has been a rough emotional month with Cancer. We are now moving into Leo. Thank goodness, because the Cancer season was hectic for me as a Taurus. Maybe for some of you as well, Sagittarius, we just had a new moon in Cancer, with Mercury going retrograde in Cancer as well, bringing up a lot of past situations and emotions, unresolved emotions, Sag. So this could be something that you were experiencing. I'm getting a very light energy for some of you though, so let's see what comes through in the reading today. Okay, for Sag, Spirit, please and thank you for my Saggy collective. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a lot of conflict where you are, either at work or family or relationship-wise. For Sag, please and thank you. Messages of love, light, and guidance. Negative energy must leave the space now. For my Sagittarius. Judgment. Okay. Judgment and an apology. You could be revisiting a past situation, Sag, again, where you feel like there's some reconciliation that is needed, and it requires a lot of vulnerability, and that may be what is preventing you from resolving it. Let's see. The Star, healing. I just want to get all the core cards out, Saggy. A lot of the time, I find that your reading overlaps a lot with Scorpio. And that is because you are next to each other in the zodiac. I think a lot of you may have strong Scorpio placements. What I'm seeing here is that after a unexpected event or a shocking turn of events, Sag, that there is healing. There is some healing that you have been doing. This is divinely guided. It is major energy. It is big energy. The Star, which is the card of Aquarius. It's about being able to give back. And we can only do that when we are in alignment and when we are whole in our energy resources and reserves. When we are feeling drained in any way or stressed or, any of the emotions of grief, shame, feeling of unworthiness, feeling of worthlessness, when people around us are draining our energy and when we allow people and situations to drain our energy, we aren't able to pour back into ourselves. And if we're not able to pour back into ourselves, we aren't able to pour back into the cosmos or into community or into the work that we are meant to do and called to do. So I feel like after a wake-up call, Sag, this is coming in for you. You're finally feeling like you are able to pour your energy back into the world around you. Like you do not have to reserve your energy and hold on to it tightly and imprison yourself and hibernate in order to maintain your energy levels. So the energy drain is definitely moving on. There's a sense of achievement here that I'm seeing as well with the King of Wands, card of Leo. We are moving into Leo season. King of Wands, evolved energy, very magnetic, very charming. It is fire energy. Also your energy, Sag, which is fire. And a renewed sense of creativity is what I'm getting. You might find that there are a lot of ideas that are coming towards you. I'm being cautioned for some of you, though, around the energy of pride, because the shadow side of the King of Wands can also be an energy of pride. And that can sometimes prevent us from, stepping into our power or stepping into our path, stepping onto our path, because pride can deceive. That saying, his pride will be his downfall, is a theme that's been coming up a lot in the readings, personal readings I have been doing, because it's the ego or the limbic system of the brain that takes over and tells us that we need to protect ourselves, we need to defend ourselves in some way, and this can show up in the energy of pride. And there's a vulnerability that is necessary, Sag, in order to allow creativity to flow. There is a vulnerability that is necessary in order to surrender and to allow the magnetism to spread towards others. So just a caution there for some of you around, and there's nothing wrong with being proud. It's just when it is in a shadow energy that it becomes problematic. The ideas you are having are actually exciting you. You could be juggling a lot of ideas at the moment, Sagittarius. Sorry for that. There was a glitch in the network. You could be juggling a lot at the moment, financially or career-wise. And maybe it sometimes feels like you have everything under control, but there are times where a decision needs to be made. So there is an idea that needs to land and stop being juggled. And as long as you are juggling, that idea is not going to land in the physical world. So it's important to focus your mind, to ground your energy, because this kind of energy, this juggling energy, can't be sustained for very long. In fact, the waters behind this person are quite turbulent. So there's some emotional turbulence going on underneath the surface, or maybe subconsciously as well, Sagittarius, because of the juggling and because of the overwhelm. So it's important to refocus, maybe for some of you, and to choose one idea and to run with it, or at least two ideas, but not to hold a lot of what you are thinking up in the air without grounding any of them into reality. Big Scorpio energy here. So major arcana, the death card is a card of rebirth. It's a card of laying down or releasing anything that is no longer relevant in your life. It's almost a sacred ritual, saying goodbye to those things, acknowledging them for the lessons, and then preparing yourself for a rebirth, Sagittarius, because following this card is the Ace of Wands, which is new beginnings, fiery new beginnings, a spiritual new beginning for some of you, because wands are very spiritual energy. The aces are beginnings as well. So this is a new cycle. And maybe this is the new cycle of creativity that I was picking up earlier, new ideas, new energy coming forth, Sag. But you have to release, and like I said to Virgo, clear out the psyche to make space for these energies to come through. And that is what this transformation is about. So you might have, strong Cancer placements, and through this Cancer season, or even if you don't have strong Cancer placements, gone through a lot of release, Scorpio, of what no longer belongs in your psyche, in your energetic field, in your emotional body. Any thoughts that are not self-serving need to go, and they are being released in a gentle way, in a sacred way, to allow for the transformation. That's beautiful energy, Sag. And at the bottom of the deck, the anxiety. So, this could be a result of the overwhelm, of the juggling of a lot of ideas. But once you decide and once you choose one idea to run with, or the most powerful one that is in your mind, the one that brings you the most joy, the one that you feel passionate about, artistic, muse-like energy. Once you make that choice, Sag, this anxiety is going to be released to allow for your wish fulfillment. And then your card, Sag, the Wheel of Fortune. So change is a coming, major arcana here. This is about a shift in perspective and a big energy and shift in your world, Sagittarius. Okay, that's beautiful energy. So let's see an overall card for advice for Sagittarius, or to close off this reading. Please and thank you, Spirit, for Sagittarius. An overall card of advice to close off this reading. I feel like Leo season is going to be a big season for you, Sag, and that starts tomorrow. There's some big energies happening for you here. Healing. So some of you have, exactly, in order to feel this energy, which is actually Sagittarius energy, it's explorative, it's curious, it's transformational, it's fire energy, it's allowing the excitement, it's going with the flow, it's living. And a lot of the time, our spiritual journey brings us back to the material world because we need to be having fun, we need to be living. And that's what this life on earth is about, taking advantage of every single moment. It's a childlike energy. If you ever watch children play, it's the little things, it's the small things, it's the micro shifts in every day, the micro moments in every day that add up to the major outcomes. So this is what's been happening. And because you've been doing, this, I think this healing through this transformation, the release of what doesn't serve and whatever has caused you heartbreak. And it doesn't have to be related to relationships, Sag. This could be anything. This could be childhood. This could be self-worth. It could be career. Whatever has caused, moments of heartbreak or feelings of failure are now being integrated. You are connecting the dots and realizing that every single one of those lessons was necessary to bring you to the space that you are in right now. This hibernation and this time you took out for healing and laying your swords down was absolutely necessary. And it's leading you onto a path of amazing new beginnings, fiery new beginnings. Okay, Sag, I hope this resonated for you. I'm sending you so much love. And if it did resonate, I am offering personal readings. My details are in the description box below. Until next time, Saggy, sending much love.